evaluate the threats to the U.S., to our troops, to our installations, to our assets in the region and beyond. And they determined, because of the exquisite intelligence that we had, that if Israel fired upon Iran and took action against Iran to take out the missiles, then they would have immediately retaliated against U.S. personnel and assets. The consequences of inaction on our part could have been devastating. We don't know at what magnitude, but you can assume, because it is common sense, that if Iran had begun to fire all of their missile arsenal, short and mid-range missiles, at our personnel and our assets and our installations, we would have suffered staggering losses.
I mean, Saagar,
Wow.
taken at face value, this is utterly humiliating and insane.
Correct.
And obviously begs one really clear question, which is, okay, if Israel striking Iran was going to create all of these problems and put our service members at risk, why don't we stop Israel from striking Iran? This is our client state. They can't function without our protection, our weaponry, our support, etc. So why did we just get coerced into this rather than going to our client vassal state and saying, no, you're not going to strike Iran because this is against our interests?
We need to, this is the most extraordinary admission probably in modern history by United States Secretary of State. They claimed that this war was preemptive, and it was preemptive in the sense that we had to preempt Iranian reaction to Israel's preemption. Are you here with me now? We are not a sovereign
Israel
country.
was the threat. That's the
Israel
bottom line.
was
Israel was the threat.
We have sacrificed our sovereignty. We are a non-sovereign nation. If the world's superpower is subject to a country the size of New Jersey, which basically makes nothing and is controlling our politicians such that, despite being the largest single recipient of military aid in the history of the United States, that we are not capable of telling them no. And it is now documented history, from the New York Times now to the open mouth of comments of the U.S. Secretary of State and the Speaker of the House, that this is Israel's war. Israel's war. Now, Donald Trump has agency, but he never once was able, apparently it even entered his mind to say, hey, you're not going to do that.
Yeah.
We're going to cut off weapons. We're going to make you a global pariah, and good luck defending yourself without all of our missile defense systems. That never once entered their minds. And you know what I was thinking about? You have to think, even the Iranians, look, Iranian strategic calculus was, guys, they won't want to hit us. Or Israel's not going to want to hit us because we'll hit U.S. bases. And the theory behind that was, by threatening U.S. bases, it would mean that we would constrain or restrain Israel from striking them, from their belligerent action. They never could have imagined the world where the client state is actually dictating